Okay, quick and dirty how to grid stuff in Paint.net here. So first thing we're gonna do, go to your File Explorer, go to wherever you have your map saved. I'm just gonna use an Iron Gods one here for reference. You open the image, alright. The first thing we're gonna do is go down here to colors, set your secondary color by clicking on the little white background there. Set the opacity here to 0, so it shows 0 there. We can now minimize that. We're gonna go to image canvas size, or Control Shift N by percentage. I like to do 110% here, and you'll see why in a minute. Alright, so we get some more space there. Then we're going to add a new layer with this button here in the bottom right, or Control Shift N. Wait, no. Yeah. Control Shift R to resize, Control Shift N to do that. Yeah. And then from here, let's close out the default image there. Don't save that. Effects, Render, Grid, and Checker Maker. And you're going to have this nice grid line here. It's going to be transparent because you set that background to transparent. You can change the black grid to another color if you want to by changing the primary color. I like setting the line width to 1 because it makes it a lot easier to work with. And then I kind of just adjust the gridding up and down until it kind of matches up with the gridding on the screen there. For this, I probably choose 22 because it looks to kind of match up most of the way across. Not perfectly, but good enough. Alright, so that's saved. That's going to be on this new layer here that we made. Back to your background. Go over here. Going to highlight the image. Go to the Move tool. And then we're just going to move the image around to line up with the edge of the map first. I'm actually going to bring that down from the top. And then on the sides, you can just shrink it in until all the lines line up nicely. See all the vertical lines now? They're all kind of lined up with the Paizo's default gridding. Fantastic. And you can do the same with the vertical as well. Alright. Then from here you can just tweak it a little bit if you need to. Just makes things look better, line up grids with walls better. And so you see how you have this little space on the top? You can either just fill the space up here with white, but what I like to do is just grabbing that bit of image there and giving it a nice little stretch. Looks kind of weird, but players usually don't notice it or care. Alright, so, and then we take the select tool again. We're going to highlight the entire map down to the nearest completely covered corner. So we're not going to use any of these corners with transparency still on them, and are not really part of any important piece of the map. Going to zoom in here, and grab this little second tool here, the Move Selection. Grab the corner and bring it out so that it just touches but doesn't go past the black outlines there. Because up here at the top and the left, it already has the black outlines, and that's how Roll20 works as well. Alright, so now we have this. You can go Image, crop the selection, or Control Shift X. And that'll crop everything down to this. Take layer 2, merge it down onto layer 1, then File, Save As, and then wherever you want to put it. For this would be Iron Gods Part 3. You can save them as a PNG or as a JPEG. I prefer JPEG because it takes a lot less space and it'll work just fine. And this here is just a sample I did earlier of map 3.3. So I'll just save this as 3 points sample. Right, so that's good. Okay, and then you'll just have it in your maps. That pops up just fine. Perfectly gridded map for Roll20. And how I get the actual gridding lengths for things, because I have them all written out here on a little cheat sheet. I like this having written down. You pull out a calculator, and we take the grid, the size that we did earlier. So if you don't remember it, you can go back to Effects here, Render Grid, and it'll pop back up there. See, it says 22 is your steps. So we take the sizes down here on the bottom. So down here, bottom right corner of the screen, there is the 1012 by 682. That is the resolution of the image you're working with. So we take the 1012 divided by 22. We get 46. That's how wide in grid squares it is. And then 682 divided by 22 as well. That'll give us 31 tall. That's what the dimensions will be on Roll20. And as I wrote down here earlier, it is a 34 or 36 by 31. All right. A little kind of a quick course there, but hopefully it helps out.